Hey Heather, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. It is Monday, I believe. So I'm just popping on for a little bit, do some sketching. Pardon my voice. It's a little shot this time of night, but anyway, my voice might be shot, but my ink isn't, so I can just keep sketching. Having fun doing it. There we go. Just want to zoom in a little bit. So I'm just sketching with my pen. I have an aqua brush here. Just keeping it simple. We'll see what happens. If this goes anywhere or not. If it doesn't go anywhere, that's cool. Right? It's just about the fun of laying down ink and just getting your creativity on. It's very therapeutic. Let's see. Let's break out some graphite. So I'm just sketching with my graphite stick here. I'm going to actually dip it in a little bit of water. So you can see there's some clean water here. And I like to I call it sketch painting. I just like to sketch paint with this graphite stick. I like the way it kind of dissolves when you dip it in water and paint with it. Zoom out, zoom it this way a little bit. Hey D-Ray, good to see you. Hope all is well. Good on your side of the world. Awesome. So glad that everything's good with you. Everything is awesome here also. Yeah, thanks for asking. Let's see, what do I want to break out? We have some ink on here. Let's see. Just want to grab and go. I'm thinking too much. So grab and go. What are we going to grab and go with? We have watercolor markers out. So let's grab and go with some of these. Let's throw down some yellow on here. See what happens. Hey Patty, good to see you. Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. I know I sound like a broken record, but you know, I love doing this. I love the journey of creativity. It's not always about the end result for me. It's just about throwing down ink, throwing down color, and just kind of having fun with it. You know, if this ends up being something totally abstract, I'm cool with that. It just feels really, really fun just to kind of get this out of my system. I haven't done any sketching yet today, so this is awesome. So I'm using the Winsor Newton watercolor marker here. This color is yellow. Actually, it's Gamboge hue. Gamboge hue. This up a little bit. So sometimes I like to sketch with my sketchbook here at an angle. That way the water runs down a little bit. I like the way it kind of bleeds. So one of these days I actually have a drafting board. This is a drafting board underneath this white surface. It's a tabletop drafting board. It has legs on it, so I could adjust it if I wanted it to do that. Then everything else over here would slide all over the place. So I'm not going to do that now, but I broke out this drafting board because I've been really having the itch to going back and doing some old school architectural drawings, using a T-square and triangles and pencils, just old school hand drafting, which is how I started learning. Gosh, man. Let's see, well, graduated college in 94, so 90 I started college, so probably back in high school in like 88, 87 I started using an old drafting board and a T-square and a triangle and pencils and erasers, and I drew that way all throughout college, and probably the first 5-6 years of my architectural career I didn't use the computer or AutoCAD. You know, well after I was using hand drawing. So it'd be cool to go back and do some technical drawings. And I'd love to do online lessons or workshops if anybody's interested to teach you old school drafting, because some architectural drawings they're artwork. They're just so beautiful and detailed. Yeah, there's just really incredible architectural drawings out there. And my drawings are not incredible, but I just want to get back and try something different. So I love the way this yellow is drying, especially this area here. Let me get out my little frame so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's see, where is put my frames in the drawer here. Get this one. Oh, my light just turned off behind me, so it must be 10 o'clock. Telling me it's time for bed. Put it back on. There we go. So I have my little frames here that I just cut. This is a 2-inch square, and this is a 1-inch square. Sometimes I just like to frame little pieces of the painting to check it out. But if you look in this square, look at the way the yellow is drying. It's really pretty awesome looking. If I zoom in a little closer. Right? So, you know the expression, something like it's not fun to watch paint dry? Well, I disagree. I'm mesmerized at watching paint dry. I love what happens. So this is actually love this way it's bleeding here as well. This is going to turn out to be a pretty cool piece. And we got yellow. D-Ray says, yes, we got yellow in the house. Patty said, a good day today. You sent a present to some dear friend. They love lighthouses, so you put your lighthouse and buoys in their card. Ooh, Patty. Yeah, I think I saw your stuff on Facebook. I love that stuff. Oh, I'm trying to make a pun, but it'd be really bad. I was gonna say oh buoy instead of oh boy, but yeah, the pun brain is gone out the window, I think, for tonight. And you got some Happy Mail too. Awesome, Patty. I love when you get Happy Mail. That's just so great. Drafting, huh? Yeah, you right. Architectural drafting. And here's I took out this black frame as well. I mean, I could see this being a separate painting. I kind of like what's happening down here as well. Maybe we have a cityscape happening. You know, you could take it to a nighttime scene. We have some yellow lights and the building's turned on. Maybe it'll head that way, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Throw down some more yellow. I'd love to show you guys, I have an architectural drawing. I can't show you now because this piece is, I'm trying to think of the size of it. I think it's 3 feet wide by 6 feet tall. That I had an urban design project in college, and I designed a part of a town or city based like an old classical Roman classical architecture. The drawing came out really cool, and I've saved all these years. It was done on really thin tracing paper. But I'll try to break it out one day and show you guys. It's a real neat drawing. I'll let this yellow dry and I'll come back. Let me throw a little bit more here actually. Kind of want more yellow down at the bottom. And you can see how the water is just kind of pooling here. I like that. I'm going to leave it. It'll dry really nicely. I'll probably have some dried edges around here, which will look cool. Awesome. So let's switch this. Put the cap on. I always like to put the caps on just to keep the pens from drying out. Just couldn't spell the first word. Hey, no worry. Wow, would love to see your gigantic. Yeah, the gigantic drawing is so cool. I know I've taken pictures of it in the past, but I'll break it out one of these days. I will show you one of my very early attempts. If I can find it somewhere. No, it's not in here right now. Man, I am just not prepared. Alright, next time I'll do a show and tell. I'll break out some drafting stuff. It almost sounded like I said like giraffes, but we're not talking about the animals. So maybe we have some buildings in the background. I'm going to kind of pull out some of the shapes based on the ink I'm seeing here. I can actually lay this flat, I think. Make some room on my board here. There you go. So I'm going to lay it flat so this dries in this area. So lots of times I like to just, after the ink dries, just kind of look at it and maybe pull some of the shapes out. Like I see I can see a skyscraper silhouette kind of happening back in here. Let me see if I can pull that out a little bit more. And I'm using my Lamy ink so I can bleed it more if I want to. Soften it. I'm getting ink all over my hands. I'm seeing kind of a seeing almost like a Chrysler-ish type of building thing happening back in here. And I can bleed it. I'm going to bleed it. So one of the colors I've been really enjoying a lot lately is red oxide. So we break out some of the red oxide. So I have some red oxide right here. It's acrylic ink. I'm just going to put a drop out here. Once this stuff dries, it is dried for good. So I don't like to use too much of it. So I just put a little bit here in my palette. I just use jar lids for palettes. It's a good way to repurpose them. Let's throw down some of the red oxide. You gotta be careful because I don't want it to overpower too much. I like what's happening. It's starting to take, my brain's starting to take some kind of shapes and forms. Well, let's see what the red oxide does. I'm going to dilute it with my aqua brush. I don't want to throw it down too dark right now. I love old, rusty objects. I love the color of them. There we go. I'm going to switch tunes for a little bit. Let's go to, I like to call this the hero tracks. It's like dramatic music. There we go. A little drama for our cityscape happening. So I'm really adding a lot of water as I lay it down here because I want it to be fairly transparent in the back over here. But at the front I want this to pop a little more down here. So I'm going to add another layer on top. There we go. I want to be careful not to add too much right now. But I can always come back later if I feel like it and add more or make some parts darker. I kind of like the balance of having these pieces down here, red oxide, and this vertical piece, red oxide, just to balance each other out a little bit. So I think I'm going to leave the red oxide alone for now. Just for my brush thingy. Did someone say giraffe? Yes, there's a giraffe in the house. I will never live down my giraffe sketch. It was a bold move that day, trying to sketch an animal live when I don't sketch animals. Love usable, interesting paper, rusty stuff, and old wood all have character. Yeah, D-Ray, you're right. All that stuff has its own character. I totally agree with you. I love going to nautical locations where you see old ships and boats and anchors and piers, wooden piers. I love that aesthetic. There's just something, I don't know what the expression is, almost something timeless about it. And ethereal about seeing the rust and decay and aging. There's like an honesty about it, right? And it's not trying to cover up what's happening. Yeah, this is drying pretty nicely. I like what's happening here. Oh, love this song. I'm gonna throw in some. Zoom in a little bit. So how do I add like to show windows in these buildings forms? I just do vertical lines, keep it really simple, just to indicate some kind of windows on these buildings. Not a lot of detail, which I love. It's leaving it open to the viewer's imagination to kind of fill in some of the blanks. And I feel like when I leave a lot of the blanks, people are engaged more and will look at my artwork a little bit longer. And every time you come back and see it, you might see something a little bit different. So I'm picturing some kind of building facade down here. I'm sketching in maybe some kind of doorways happening along this area. So there's a lower building in the foreground. Maybe it's a monument, maybe it's a museum building. Really high kind of openings here. So this I'm picturing is one building, this kind of block. Where's my frame? Let me show you. Let's do some inking out loud. So I'm picturing this is almost a building here. In the foreground, and then I have these kind of skyscrapers going on in the background. This is interesting. I'd like to draw bridges connecting buildings. That's something I've noticed lately. So this is some kind of a bridge that's going to be connecting, I think, a building here and a building here. So that's what you see kind of here, like a skyway area. And what I like about that, it's creating a really cool kind of opening. Oh yeah, I guess we're tracing paper out. Alright, I've already got some trace paper. I kind of sketch what I'm picturing in my brain. That's alright. Picks up some of the paint. Let me get a Sharpie. Where are my Sharpies? I usually have all my Sharpies here. I'm just looking for one of my big Sharpies. I have my small point here. I'm trying to find a bigger one. Huh. This is funny. I can't find it. Is it possible? Am I out of big Sharpies? Alright, let me sketch here. Let's see if this shows up. So I'm almost picturing it's not really showing up. I'll break out a red pen. You can see that a little better. So I see kind of a square here that these buildings are framing, this square area, which would be cool. So you could look through and you'll see the sky color coming through there. You have this bridge coming across. It's going to connect a building, I think, here to this building over here. This is that building in the foreground. I see this shape kind of happening here. Maybe it's symmetrical. Might be kind of cool to have some symmetry going on in this building. So I see a building across there. And some skyscrapers back here. So that's kind of what my brain is picturing right now. Ooh, you know what? Should I get some red ink? Now that I have the red pen in my hand, let me throw on some red, I think. Let's do it. We're going to throw down some red. So this is just a red Pilot Precise V7 pen. It'll bleed, which will be cool. Hey, Jeannie's in the house. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Awesome. It was a cute giraffe. Oh, thank you. Glad you like my giraffe. He is hiding in the jungle right now. You like bridges connecting buildings in real life? Yeah, that's a really good point. So they're very functional. There's a really cool building I like a lot in New York City. I haven't been there personally. It's called the Copper Building. Really cool. It's copper. It has this bridge connecting it, and the buildings are kind of bent a little bit. So it's a building I really want to go and see in person one day and photograph and sketch. We noticed too the bridge thingies you like to draw. That's so cool. You guys are picking that up. I think the more you do something, the more you keep sketching or painting the same subject, you start to develop your own kind of library of objects or symbols or things you incorporate, even subconsciously. So these bridges are becoming more and more prevalent in my cityscape drawings. We're going Sharpie. Yeah, I can't find my big Sharpie. I don't know where the heck it went. He's getting serious. He has the Sharpies out. I like that, Jeannie. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the Copper Building is in New York City. Let me, you know what, Inking Out Loud. Let me see if I could share my screen and show it to you guys. See if I can find it. This is a Inking Out Loud exclusive. I don't know if, actually I don't think, I can share my screen, I think. Let's see, let me play around here for a sec, see if I can pull up the image. Actually, no, I'm going to find an image and I'll show you on screen. It's a really cool building. I'd like for you guys to see it. Just bear with me. I'm going to actually go to, they have a website. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you can see this on screen. Let's try it. So I think that's the share screen. Ah, there you go. Update system audio. I don't know what that message is. Let me know if you guys, let me know in the chat, can you see this Copper Building? So this is the Copper Building here. These two, I don't even know if you can see my mouse moving. So this is the Copper Building. This is the left side. Here's the bridge. Here's connecting this side of the building here. Let me see. I have a bunch of windows open. You can't see the comments and stuff. Let me move this over. Yes. Oh, good. You can see my screen. Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. So this is the Copper Building. This is their website. There's a video you can watch. We're not going to watch the video right now. The interior looks amazing. Here's a cool picture of it you can see here. Amenities. I wonder how much does a single bedroom go here? So if you want a studio apartment, it's $3,400 a month. If you want a one-bedroom apartment, it's about $42-33 a month. There you go. I'm trying to find more pictures of the outside. Where the heck would they be? The interiors. Well, you kind of get the idea. So here's the Copper Building. I love this building. I just love the way it kind of bends. It's really interesting. All right. So Thank you for enjoying this screen share. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Who was the architect of this? I should know. I don't know. Was it Shop Architects? Alright, I could get lost on Google for an hour right now. But check it out. Go to the website if you want to see more, or just Google it. It's a pretty cool building. Maybe one day I will just kind of sketch the copper building. If you guys want to sketch a copper building one day, let me know. Put it in the chat. Say, yes, copper building. And I'll sketch it one day. Alright, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go back live here. Hey, did that work? Did I actually get that to work? Yes! Alright. I love the way this is drawing. I stepped away, and now I'm rethinking the red, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, the way the building tilts is really a cool thing. Yeah, this could be, I want to continue this building up a little bit here. So this is not the copper building, but it made me think of it as I was sketching it. I'm going to pop some red on here. Let's see. You know what? I have an idea. I got an idea. Where's my graphite? So I'm sketching kind of a line across here. I'm imagining the base. Maybe the base of the building's up here. How big would a person be on this? I'm going to draw a person for scale. Let me zoom in. So I'm imagining a person in this scene. If this is a big giant opening, the scale for me would be a person would be really, we're talking this size. So these would be people. So that gives you kind of a sense of scale of what I'm picturing this to look like. Little tiny ant people here. Let's just draw another person. Draw one here. There you go. Zoom in even closer. So I have some really tiny people. You know, I like drawing these kind of silhouettes in to give a scale of the scene that's happening behind it. Now that I'm zoomed close, you can see how this is kind of drying. I'm loving the effects that are happening. Pretty cool. Alright, where are we going to throw some red? Alright. You know what? I'm going to throw some red here. These pilot pens because they will bleed. Zoom out actually so you can kind of see. So I'm just popping some red on here. And you know what? I want to pop some more red, maybe just touch it up in here a little bit. Got some red kind of happening there. Maybe it's kind of framing the corner of this building. So I don't know, maybe this is a museum building here. So I'm picturing a cityscape, museum building in the foreground. Some people, maybe this is the road. Oops, it's got some ink on here, that's okay. Maybe this is the road or foreground, maybe we're standing in a park, looking towards the front of the building. This is actually turned out really cool. I don't want to put too much red on and overpower it, so Sorry I keep zooming in and out. I'm just trying to get different views here on screen. I think I like the red the way it is. I don't think I'm going to add more right now. There's enough. If I start putting red everywhere, it's going to be too much and take away. So I like what's happening. Could always come back and add more, right? I love this. This is a fun piece of music to sketch too. I like to add horizontal lines in these cityscapes. You know, buildings are so tall and vertical, it's nice to have some horizontal pieces happening as well. I think I want to pull this door out a little bit. I'm going to make these openings pop. I'm just going to go over the edges here and I'll just bleed the ink. Just to give a little more depth of what's happening. This is awesome. This is fun. This is a real fun sketch here. Cool. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. I like the way, like what's happening. Let me change up the tune. Let's put something. I don't know. This is a really quirky piece of music, but let's just play it. It's kind of fun. Yes, copper building, and you could paint it copper. Haha, yeah, Genie, exactly. That would be perfect. I would love to do that. Love it. Playing dominoes with the family, so we were all listening in while playing. Ooh, I didn't know I had an audience out there. I need to perk this show up a little bit. I need to pick up my energy level. That's what I do in the classroom every day when I walk to the... I always like to start my class. I teach either 4 or 5 classes a day, depending on our schedule, because it rotates. I have a total of 6 classes. Anyway, I like to start each class outside the classroom. So I'll wait in the hallway, greet everybody, wait a minute or two, then I'll go in so I can pick up, I want that time to pick up my energy level when I walk through that door. It's like a trigger. I walk through the door and energy comes on. I need to do that, so I gotta pretend, you know, picture you guys and kind of walk through the door and pick up my energy. But yeah, I'm glad you're watching. Dominoes sound fun. I haven't played dominoes in years. I don't even remember how to play, except you have to match numbers up, I think. Does that sound right? I used to love building things out of dominoes. All those cool contraptions, and go on YouTube, Google up, you know, domino, whatever, layouts or something. There's some incredible, amazing things people can do with dominoes. Just enough red to ground it. Yeah, D-Ray, exactly. The red coloring kind of anchors this. Exactly. Like what Ruth said about sketching with ink on Saturday. Skate your pen. Yeah, skate your pen over the lightly. Exactly. Like a skater on ice, no heavy marks. Definitely. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Yep, that's exactly what I do. You play Mexican train dominoes. What? Never heard of that. What? That sounds pretty fun, actually. I'm going to actually put this sketch aside, and I'll do one more quick sketch. and then we'll wrap up. So, because I want this to kind of dry, and I feel like my gut's saying it's time to step away. So let's step away and we'll come back and work on this. Let me show you an update. So we need some update music. What's good update music? I don't know. How about Le Café de Paris is now update music. Now on tonight's art update, I'm thinking out loud. And let me show you this that you guys, I think most of you here saw me start this piece. So this turning out to be pretty cool. It's not done yet. Oops, I zoomed in way too close. But I've been working on it a little bit. I added some more colors. I added some more colors in the sky. What colors? I used blues, some different blues back in here. And I also added more colors down here as well. So this is like a futuristic, industrial kind of vibe to it. That's what I'm imagining with this. I'll just zoom in and show you guys some of the details so you can see. Start up here with the sky. So the sky is acrylic. No, the sky is watercolors and colored pencil actually. So mixed media going on here in this piece. I'll pan up a little bit, bring my big head right there. I love the color combinations. We have red oxide, we have the turquoise on here, we have yellow highlighter, and one of my new all-time favorites I love using is fluorescent pink. So this is the way it's kind of looking. You pan it up and you can see kind of I imagine this to be maybe some kind of waterfront type of scene. I'll sketch in maybe some land up in here. Maybe some kind of a waterfront piece. Oh, that was the Mexican tiles. Yeah, Patty, on our next Zoom meet, maybe you could talk more about Mexican train dominoes. I'd like to hear more about it. That's a super cool piece. Thank you, Gene. And I got that all in caps, so thank you so much. Gene, how are you? Gene's in the house. Gene says, nice. Good to see you. Wow, love those colors, and the sky is awesome. Let me do this out here. You can see the whole thing. I love vibrant colors, and this is my favorite. Ooh, Jeannie, thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying this piece. Yeah, this is turned out pretty cool. I wasn't sure what to do with the sky. I'm glad I went with the blue sky in the background. I was originally going to do sepia, but imagine if I threw some sepia down, right? Sepia right here, it's brown color. If I threw sepia down, I would have lost the building outlines. So I wanted to go with something that kind of contrasts a little bit. So I went with the blue because I wanted to keep the silhouettes of these buildings happening. We're stepping back and letting the piece dry, reviewing the Lilac Skies piece, pointing out details. D-Ray, I love D-Ray's commentary. One of these days I'm going to go through. If I have your permission, D-Ray, I'd love to go through and maybe copy and paste your comments, put them on a doc, or like a Word document or something, and it'd be kind of cool to come back and just read through them. Maybe even do something with them. I'm not sure yet. I love your comments. Linda's in the house. Linda, wow, that is cool. Thanks, Linda. Linda, I received the card today. I received the card. I'm gonna actually, since you popped in, I'm gonna show and tell Linda's really cool Christmas card that she was having her charity, her auctions for charity. So let me show you the card. I have it right here. So, I almost want to be greedy and keep this. I'm not sure if I want to send it to anybody. But look at this beautiful, beautiful card. This is incredible. Awesome job. I love the yellow Christmas ball here, and you left the white, so it has like a reflection going on, which is so cool. I even see some silver. I'm not sure if it's a metallic paint or a paint marker, maybe. Just some metallic silver going on. Actually, a metallic gold as well. This is incredible. This needs to be framed. So thank you, Linda. I really, really appreciate it. This is, you're amazingly talented, so thank you. Beautiful piece. Alright, cool. So this one is almost done. I'm going to come back, probably do one more layer of ink on it, put some more details. So I will revisit this piece. I always have at least 3 different sketches or paintings going on, so not all of them get finished. So there's always something. I'm always going back and forth with different things, which I like the flexibility. And if I'm in the mood to do this one, I'll do this. Otherwise, I'll work on something else. So it's kind of interesting. So we'll let this one dry. This is an example. I need to come back and finish this one here. And I like the blue sky so much on this. I think I'm going to take that same technique, put it in the background of this piece. And then this piece here is, I think I talked about this. I did this in a virtual workshop on Saturday. New York City Urban Sketchers, and I loved it. I mean, it was fun, and they actually asked me if I'm able to teach workshops. So, of course, I said yes. I actually have to email them. But yeah, so I might be teaching some workshops with the NYC Urban Sketchers. So that was a really, really cool surprise that day. First time I ever had joined them to do anything. This was a cool piece with, you can see the same colors. I have red oxide in here, I have yellow in here as well. Some sepia tones, some turquoise going on. So it's really amazing the different things you can do with the same color palette. Awesome, right? Let's do one more sketch, guys. I'll put on some fun music. Maybe I'll put on let's do our wind down music. It's a choral music on. You know, I might keep working on this. I think I might keep doing this one. Urban Sketchers, yes. Yeah, I said yes. I have to get back to them. And the lady's like, she's like, you know, you get paid to do these workshops. I'm like, what? She's like, that's like a bonus. So I guess I can get paid to teach. That's always a cool thing. Alright, awesome. One done on Saturday. Thank you, D-Ray. Appreciate it. Guys, I do want to make, before I do work on this, I do want to make one announcement. I posted it on my Facebook on Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to do Inking Out Loud with a purpose. Sounds kind of weird, right? So I'm going to be sketching gingerbread houses or gingerbread cottages. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be doing it as a fundraiser. I mean, it's going to be free to come and watch, of course, here on Facebook. But I'm going to try to set up donation buttons. I would love if people join, if they can spare $1 or $5 or 50 cents or something, maybe to whatever money I would raise would be donated to Habitat for Humanity, my favorite charity, especially what just happened in Kentucky with the tornadoes out there and all the destruction. So that's kind of my goal on Fridays, to do Inking Out Loud, sketching gingerbread houses, and hopefully raise some money. We'll see. And then I'm thinking about whatever sketch I do that night, or sketches, I'll auction them off as well. So I'm just putting that out there. If you can't contribute or donate, that's cool. I still would love to have you come, hang out, and watch, because you guys are just awesome. Alright, so D-Ray says, we are winding down. Next sketch. Yay, we're going to wind down. I'm hyper. I actually won. I don't know if you guys know this, but I watched the thing Rue was doing tonight for the Buffalo Jackson company. So I just tuned in while I was in here, and I happened to have won the big prize at the end of the auction, which was a really awesome leather briefcase. So I'm kind of hyped up from that. That's why I'm still going tonight. It was just a random drawing. So it's pretty funny. Rue even took a picture of it to prove it was random, and he called me after. He called me after the auction, and he was like so shocked and surprised as much as I was. So it was really cool. So I'm kind of hyped up from that. Oh, you saw the repeat. Oh, thanks, Gene. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was really awesome. I am the type of guy, I've never really won anything, which is fine. So to win something that's really incredible. It's really fun. I believe I won it's a leather briefcase. I will definitely show you when I get it. It's really beautiful, beautiful piece. It's an art piece. Yeah, you know what, Linda? It's funny. I have been looking at new leather briefcases for the past few weeks on Instagram. That kept popping up on my feed, so I have been looking at them. Here's my bag. I'll show you. I love my bag here. This is my bag I've had for many, many, many years. I love the way it's aging, but it's falling apart. Buckles are falling off it. So Cyber Monday came and I saw these sales on Instagram, so I've been looking at them. So really interesting how things work out. Enough about me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking way too much. For you you Dominoes players out there, if you're still on, I hope you're having fun. When I hear Dominoes, I think pizza, so that's where my brain goes. Alright, let's put on some choir music. I like to wind it down with this music. I'm going to play around with the scene a little bit more, and then we'll do Whistling Cowboy. Alright, let's do some nice, peaceful music. Oh, right. So I get lost sometimes with the music and the sketching. Um, I was I felt like I was totally transported to a different place as I was working on this. It's weird. I feel emotional. I don't know why. There's something about this piece that really is just doing something to me. It's making me feel really good. I mean, it's a good thing. But it's really interesting. I don't know if you guys ever do that when you're sketching or painting, and you just feel stuff. Um, it could be the music and just the act of creating. It's just so much fun. But yeah, that's a pretty cool piece. All right, so I'm gonna leave this piece where it is for now, and we'll go. Let's do some whistling cowboy music. Check out the chat, and then we'll wrap up. Pizza. D-Ray's like, pizza, yes. I am so hungry. My doctors just told me I need to lose. Um, they said lose weight. I picked the number, so I need to lose about 20 to 25 pounds. Um, Other than that, I got a good bill of health, which is awesome. But I just gotta take some weight off. So pizza, I really could go for some. Um, hey, Genius, so the end of the session, got to see you win. Awesome. It was, yeah, it was just incredible. It was so fun. Good stuff. Dominoes and turkey for me. We always play after Thanksgiving. Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a fun tradition. Um, we are still playing. I think I'm Heather. Heather thinks she's losing. I I don't even know how you would know if you're losing dominoes. I guess do you have to try to get rid of your pile of dominoes? I'm guessing. I don't remember. It's been so long. I hope I can go back and see it so I can see when. Oh, Linda, that would be cool. I love the yellowish paint right in the middle. I love how it pulls your eye into the painting. At least for me, the yellowish paint right in the middle. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think you're talking about this. Let me frame it. We put on a little bit of music as we're talking here. I always feel like I need music on because I just love it so much. We'll just play this piece here. So, Linda, I think you're talking about the yellow in here, right? Yeah, I'm picturing this. I agree with you. I'm picturing this to be an open square between the buildings. So when I get to do a background color, if I do one, this will be an open square. So I agree with you. This stuff is really drying. I'm actually really drawn to this part here. I love what's happening right in this area. I love the way it's drying. I think it's fun to look at these close-ups sometimes, right? This, I was sketching a church building, steeple, clock towers thing. I gotta come back and lighten it up a little bit. But I'm just gonna pan around so you guys can see this kind of close, the way this is drying. Yeah, Linda, I agree with you. I think this is really awesome. Cool. To lose weight. Yes, I need to lose weight, definitely. Transported, we were with you. That's so good. You like the quiet noise. Yeah, I do like quiet also. Whenever I'm sketching or painting, I always feel like I always have music on in the background. Gene always gets transported while doing art. That's so cool. It's like magical, right? Yellow and square. Yes, that spot, Jason. Ooh, I got it right there. Yes, did it. That's the spot, Jason. But the bubble building up and on the left, that's yellow is awesome. The bubble building. Oh, so I think maybe you're talking about this kind of building here, right? When I was pointing out. Yeah, I love that yellow. I really like the shape of this building in the background. This is cool. I feel like this is. I'm gonna see if I can lighten this while we're talking. It's driving me crazy. This is too dark. I went too nuts on it. So I can blot some of that out. I'm gonna get a paper towel. Oh, it's almost 11. All right. I want to see if I can blot some of this out here. There we go. It's coming out a little bit. Got a little carried away. It's not going to ruin this, but if I can lighten it, it'll make it better. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bleed some of this down, and I can add some more dark over here to kind of balance it. Yeah, I'll come back and revisit that. I don't get too fussy right now. That gray midsection of right building. Gray midsection. Ooh. I think. D-Ray, are you talking about this piece right here? This area right in here is. Yeah, this is really awesome too. Yeah, this is definitely a type of scene where you can come back and look at it and see a lot of different things happening on it, for sure. Really cool. Alright guys, we're going to head to Whistling Cowboy music. No, all the way right. Ooh, let me go. Let's find it. So this building over here. So maybe, I say pizza and my stomach's growling. I'm making it up. So, so D-Ray, is it right in this area here? Let me know. Yes! Bam! Got it. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm seeing Statue of Liberty things happening over here, but I'm not going to sketch it right now. Yeah, Statue of Liberty just popped into my brain for some odd reason. Very abstract, but maybe because I'm seeing a torch or something up here. I don't know. I just got Statue of Liberty vibes looking at this. Alright, let's see. Whistling Cowboy music. What should we do? Let's see. I'm just opening my music list here. I'm going to, let me shuffle these songs around a little bit. I'm just going to drag and drop. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just dragging and dropping these. That way, if we do our number game, maybe we'll get things in a different order. Alright, let's try that. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. For those of you playing dominoes, I hope my number counting didn't mess you up. So, I only have 13 songs in the Whistling Cowboy track. I must have deleted 1 or 2 by mistake. So, give me a number between 1 and... Oh, Linda already has 8! Linda, you're on top of it. That's awesome. Let's do song number 8. I just shuffled them up. Alright, we're going to set this aside to dry. Yeah, this is one of my favorites right now. This one, I really love something about this also. Alright, enough of that. Alright, where's my sketch? Here it is. Alright, Whistling Cowboy, let's zoom in. Song number 8. This was our last scene we did. So while I'm getting this ready, I want to say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. Even if you're just lurking in the chat, I still appreciate you as well. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for sharing your artwork, your words, and you're paying it forward with creativity. I love it. You guys are the best. I'm just messing with the camera here. All right, there we go. I really appreciate it. So let's go to song number 8 and wrap up. Number 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is called On the Back of My Horse. On the Back of My Horse. I'm having, my hair is a mess. On the Back of My Horse. Go Linda! I know Linda's like, boom, she was right there tonight. Thank you guys. Song number 8. Whoa, that was a fast song. I ran out of time, but this is our Whistling Cowboy sketch for the night. We have Retro's ear making an appearance in the foreground. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. That was a good tune. I appreciate you all so much. Great great visit. Take 3. This is live. Great visits. Rest up before you get completely drained. Have a good week. Thank you, D-Ray. Yeah, I'm going to get a good night's sleep for sure. Hope everyone has a great week. Linda says, yes, Linda. Good night, all. Jeannie says, thank you all for watching. Feel free to watch the replay, share it. More importantly, take care of yourselves. Peace and live creatively. See you guys soon. I'll definitely be on Friday nights. Take care. My stomach wants pizza, but I cannot. I'm going to bed. And by the way, for you Domino's players out there, hope you're having a good time. Enjoy your game. That's so fun. I love to hear people playing traditional games, board games, and card games. It's so much fun. I don't usually talk this much after Whistling Cowboy. I am still wound up. Should I do another one? I'm going to do another one. You guys, if you're leaving, that's cool. I'm going to do one more Whistling Cowboy. And I was going to take the second number I saw up before. 8. Linda had 8. D-Ray had 7. So let me do song 7. I'm doing one more tonight. I feel like I didn't finish that one. Then I'm heading out. Alright guys, song number 7, and this is it. Have a great, great night. This one's called Duel of Destiny.